like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Rams first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
A give running right is Akers.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Blue stripe, cluster, six. Pause red.
Love now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. There he goes left side. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have retaken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake, Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have yet again retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set. Go.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Packers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games, because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum, because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Smash. Red. Red. Cycle. Drill green. Ready.
Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Love, they go play action now. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll have the 1st down and more than that. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Black shot. Cheetah. Cheetah. Hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Here's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
The slot man in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll find Higbee open downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On the give, this is Akers.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. He's got a man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
73 yards.
and the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Ready, break. Black ultra. Steel, black. Ready?
Following the interception, Love.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And now Love going to change things up.
They'll send Reed in motion left.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, set.
3rd and 8.
Blue strike. Hut, hut.
On play action. Love to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Come on, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Slide through. Hey, rest. Set, hut.
Now Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here we
Now
go.
they
Here we
face
go.
a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red, yellow. Ready.
To throw now, here's Love.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. Drill, 52. Ready.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll go again to Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
560.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he cannot pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Yellow.
Love looking to throw it. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
43 rail. Hut.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Black. Black. Red. Cycle. Hut.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. This is caught. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Claw, 10.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Going right back to Akers.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Rams 17.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hustle.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Come on, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Set, ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
An inside give to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
And they try to sweep to Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Love will try with his legs. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Rams are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
36-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now 1st and goal. Back to throw again. That's out to the flat for Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
On the ball.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He's going to find Atwell open downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Ready. Pause red. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. On his horse. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 31.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the double.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other
Right?
sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Let's go. Striker. 3-3.
Here's Love. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play.